Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name's Rebecca, I'm 28 and I live in Newcastle and you are reporting for Beauty Duty. So today we are trying out the new BH Cosmetics Avocado Toast palette. That is what she looks like here. So we've just done a quick little spotlight eye. And in my waterline I do have an eyelash stuck to that. Do have that in there. Yeah. So that's what she looks like inside. Really beautiful. I'm not going to swatch the whole thing, but the shimmers in this are just so pretty. I will leave some swatches over on my Instagram, which is linked down below. So those are some of the shimmers that are just absolutely stunning. I have these two on my eye. Really nice. But yeah, if you want to see me do this eye look and see my thoughts on it, do keep on watching. Okay, so here I am. I have already done one eye. This eye is primed, brow on, you know the jazz. As you can probably see from the title of my video, we are testing out the Avocado Toast by BH Cosmetics palette, and this is what she looks like inside. Obviously I've used her because I've done this eye and I have also swatched her before as well. I'm just gonna put out my creases. There we go. I'm actually using ABH primer today. I couldn't find my Be Perfect one, so here we are, and I don't mind the ABH. It's not my favourite, but I don't believe it affects how the shadows perform any differently to the BH Cosmetics one. It just, BH Cosmetics works a little bit better on my specific eye type in terms of like drying, but what do you call it? My eyes aren't that dry at the moment, so there we are. So I've just done a little sort of spotlight eye, and here's hoping that it only took me like 5 minutes. Here's hoping that I can make them the same. It's my first time doing this sort of process, so we'll see. So just taking a Morphe X Jaclyn Hill GH40 brush and just popping that on. I did accidentally use this to apply one of the shimmers, and I had wet my brush and I knew I needed it for this eye. So desperately trying to dry it off so I can use it, because it's just such a good brush to place the initial colour. To take that in slightly further. So, full disclosure, I started filming before this, picked up a brush, and in typical Rebecca fashion the brush wasn't clean and it like put loads of brown like eyeshadow, and I tried to sort of like style it out and I was like, nah, there's no way I can sort of keep going with this. It looked trash, so I had to take it off, and yeah. So that's that laid down really nicely, and then just blending it out with my Jessup 231 Luxe Petite Crease. Didn't have really any issues with the other eye, to be honest, and that's the eye that I normally hate my eyeshadow on the most, so that's why I thought I would do that eye first, because if it's then tricky, it's done. And often have drier patches on that side as well, but no, nice and quick, 5 minutes like I said. Not really any problems at all. Okay, so I started off with Superfood. I didn't even show. So I started off with that shade there. That's what I've got laid down. Then I'm going into this shade here, which is called Avo Toast, which is a very true sort of bright green. So I am just sort of overlapping that, adding a bit of brightness. It's with the same Jessup brush that I used. Just blending that round. These shades blend really well, I have to say. Okay. Then going into Over Easy, which is the sort of very pale yellow there. Just wiping off my brush again. I'm going to use the same Jessup brush and just blending out again with this shade. Not hugely pigmented, but a good sort of blending shade. Does not show up well on my skin tone, but for its purpose of what I'm using it for right now, it'll do me fine. I know my friend Teresa would absolutely love this eyeshadow palette. She's obsessed with green. She has her own channel, I'll link it below. I've mentioned her a good few times. Just taking a clean Morphe E23, just blending around the outside, and then going back into the original brush that I used and tapping into Pit, which is the dark brown just there. Just deepening up either sides of the spotlight that I've got on now. Yeah, works fine. And then going back, I'm using this again. I might, no I'm not. It's about to try and roll off my desk there. Going back into the same brush, just wiping that off a bit. Going back at the Superfood, which is the darkest green that I used. And just blending around with that. Gone slightly darker on this side than that eye, but you know, that's the sort of risk that you take when you do this. I could darken up that eye, but that would mean I wasn't a lazy person, and I am. So yeah, just tapping back into Superfood again, making sure all the edges of that are blended, and then taking this brush, going back into Avocado Toast, which is the lightest of the two greens that I've used, and giving that a blenderoo. Like I said, super quick look, not a huge amount to it, to be honest. And then wiping that off, and same again, back into Over Easy, which is the yellow. And giving it a little blend round the outside. Going back out in with my clean brush, which is a Morphe E23. And just blending, making sure the edges are as clean as possible. Easy peasy. So on to shimmers. I'm really doing like literally the most simple look here. I hadn't intended it to be massively, but it's just how it ended up, so I'm just rolling with it. So I'm going to go into Extra, which is this shade here. It's beautiful metallic. Let me give you a little look at that. Stunning. How could I not use it? So I've just wet a flat brush right here. Just tapping into Extra. Then I'm just going to tap it either side of where I have my halo. And I do overlap it onto the mattes slightly, because another colour again is going to go down the centre. Such a beautiful, like, rich emerald shade. And then let me go into this one and just blend in the edges. I'm going to take a tiny bit of Avocado Toast, which is the lighter of the two greens I used. I'm just blending together to make sure that the mattes and metallics sort of blend seamlessly together. So I'm just wiping that brush off, giving it a spritz this time for this brush. Then I'm going into Avocado, which is this one here at the top. I'll give you a little, see, beautiful. And then I'm going to do tap into that straight up the middle. Sort of pat it in a bit. Then to avoid any harsh lines, just pat her out. Grab another bit of avocado. Pat, pat, pat. Okay. We are slightly, so I'm just going to even up onto this eye as well. Okay. Yeah. That is such a beautiful shade. We're not matching, but it is what it is. Just gonna sort of blend it up at the top a bit. Gonna have to do it with this one as well. So that's what we're working with now. The great thing about a spotlight over a halo is a spotlight can be a lot more messy, which is what I love. I'm just taking this big fluffy brush again and just giving it a blend around. And there we have it. So this is what we've got somewhat far. Let me lean forward. Nothing too groundbreaking, but I like it. I like how it's performed. No issues so far. So I'm just going to pop off and do my base, and I will come back and we'll finish the rest of the eye look. See you soon. Came back and we're baking. I'm doing my base for another video, so yeah. I'm never doing this again where I'm filming sort of two videos simultaneously. It's just a bit distracting. Okie dokie. So I'm gonna take the shade, I'm gonna do my under eye now. God, what's wrong with me? Don't film at past midnight. This one here, which is Superfood. Just run that under the eye. Nothing special to it really in terms of like doing the under eye. It's nothing, it's boring, isn't it? But it is what it is. Then going back in at Avo Toast, which is the lighter of the greens, and then just floofing that under. Floofy floofy. And then just going to wipe off that same brush and take over Easy, which is a sort of yellowy shade, and just run that under eye as well. And then take my big fluffy brush, blend them all together. Then I'm going to take my small, has my smaller one anywhere around? Nah. Small-ish Morphe Y20. Give that a spritz. Then going back into Avocado, which is that one there. And just whack that into the inner. Oof, that is a nice inner corner shade. So nice. So nice. Oof, that is a lovely shade. Lovely. Nice. I'm going to take my big floofy floof again. There we go. So what I'm going to do is finish off the rest of this, and I'll come back with liner, lashes and everything on, and we'll chat about my thoughts. So I will see you soon. Okay, I'm back with liner, lashes and some earrings on. Please ignore the fact that I'm pretty sure that these eyelashes don't match. Listen, I really didn't want to open a new thing of lashes, and I have a cup full of lashes. And I just pulled out whatever ones looked closely matching enough. I think they're alright. Maybe you wouldn't have noticed, I haven't told you, but full disclosure, you know, there's got to be a trust between the creator and those that watch them. So there you have it. On my waterline, I have one of the Barry M High Vis eyeliners, Strobe Light. I actually think the colour on this is beautiful. I don't think it's picked up very well on camera, but hey ho, it is what it is. So final thoughts on the palette. Yeah, liked it, no problem with it. I made it work. I think, I don't know, like, it's a green palette and I do like it. I wasn't blown away, but yeah, nice. I think I need to play around with it a little bit more. You know, I can get like more like tealy look out of it, maybe. There's obviously the orange, I can do in a burnt orange. There's a black as well. So I do think there is more looks that can be done out of it than just green, or like the sort of grungy green that I've done. But I do like what I came up with. It's very on brand sort of look for me. I will come in closer. If you do want to see as well how I've done this base, that will be in an upcoming video. I'm going to put this eye look up first, and then I'll do the base video afterwards. I am going back to work soon, so I'm trying to pre-film as much as I can. So if you see the same look a few times, it'll be because I'm taking the opportunity to do chatty videos whilst I have a face on. I'm not the sort of person that wears makeup just for this, like, round the house. I will always do it to film or something like that, or like go out, and if I'm going out I'm not going to film, so there we go. But yeah, let me know what you think down below. Are you going to pick up this eyeshadow palette? Would you like me to pick up the Mimosa one as well? It's like peachy pinks from the same range. At the beginning of the video I'll have prices, etc, etc. Yeah, I love hearing what you think about what I've used and my looks down below. So do leave me a comment, give me a like if you enjoyed the video. Do go follow me over on Instagram. I will leave my name somewhere. I have been quiet on there recently, but you should pick up with doing a few more looks soon. And if you do spot anything on there that I haven't already filmed and you would like me to film it, just leave me a comment on my Instagram and I will try and get round to that for you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, ring that bell so you're notified of when I upload. But thank you very much for watching my video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.